Hi everybody, so this is a little theatre review for you. So it is 20 to 10 and I have had an amazing night out with the friend Jenny again, and tonight we saw Kinky Boots and it was brilliant. It was a 5 o'clock showing, and then we went for dinner afterwards, which was absolutely fantastic. I actually know nothing about Kinky Boots. I knew like one song, so it was a complete just going in not knowing anything about it, which is very rare for me to go into a musical and not know anything except for one song. Kinky Boots at the Grand Theatre, and it was on from Tuesday the 9th to Saturday the 20th, so actually tomorrow, for me anyway, is the last day, so unfortunately I won't be able to recommend people going to see it in Leeds. Also, from the looks of things, it is on tour, so go see it. There's some fantastic people in it, and I want to say, because I know with the last show I was just like, everybody's brilliant, and yeah, everybody was brilliant, but the guy who played Lola stole the show completely. And to be fair, if you know Kinky Boots, I think it's perfectly understandable that Lola would steal the show. Kai Usha? I've never heard this name out loud, so I do apologise if I'm butchering the name. Absolutely fantastic. From the second that Lola stepped on, we were just like, yeah, this is the show. The show is all about Lola, that's it. Coronation Street star Paula Lane, who played Kylie Platt in Corrie. She played Lauren, and I didn't know she sang, but she was good. I wouldn't say she had the best voice, but I think she did well with the song that Lauren sings in the show. Yeah, she had brought some good comedy chops to what's probably an average voice, but it worked. And then there was Dimitri Lampara as Don. He was hilarious. It was absolutely brilliant. Helen Tennant as Nicola, and Adam Price as George. And it had them a massive ensemble. So in the ensemble you've got Charlie Allen, Nicola Avino, Lizzie B, Connor Collins, Daniel Conway, Sean Dalton, John Dempsey, Nikki Evans, Mary Fox, Scarlett Gabriel, Damon Gould, George Grayson, Portia Harry, Joshua Lavelle, Jacob McIntosh, Chilashi Mondell. There's an accent on the E, so I always get unsure because there's the accents. Alfie Parker, Fred Smiley, Joshua St. Clair, Toyin Thomas Brown, Andy Watkins, Jason Winter. Yeah, that's all the ensemble. If anybody wants to educate me on the pronunciation of those names, go right ahead and I will do my best. But I will say sometimes if it's a name that you haven't seen before, when you just see it written down. I mean, you should have seen the first time I saw the name Siobhan written down, I thought it would pronounce Siapan, and I just thought that's a really weird name. If anybody's ever seen the name Neve written down, the Irish spelling, you would have been very confused because it's spelt Niamh. Neve. Yeah, in that spelling there isn't a V, so there are some spellings that you just can't figure out. Anyway, I'm going to carry on talking about Kinky Boots. As I said, I went in with knowing absolutely nothing except for one song. The only song that I knew from the show was The History of Wrong Guys, which is a brilliant song and a hilarious song, but I've never actually kind of known the context of it in the show, didn't know anything about the storyline, haven't even seen the movie. It's made me want to go see the movie. Oh, but it was so good. There was a brief moment at the beginning when I was just like, is this a show for me? When I think it was in the first song when I just couldn't quite figure it out. And then it all suddenly gelled together and it was just like, oh, this is amazing. It was in the second half. It's like, basically, Lola has what my friend Jenny called the Beyonce moment. I call it a Whitney Houston moment because I think it's more Whitney than Beyonce, just because it's like a spotlight and, you know, the dress and just singing. oh my god, I was just captivated completely. I got like little goosebumps, and I was just like, it was just like that continual wave of just like goose pimples and stuff. As she was singing, I was just like, this is my new favourite song. I need to go home and learn this song and belt it to the top of my lungs while I'm driving in my car. It's that kind of song. And what's the name of the song actually? It probably tells me in here. Hold Me in Your Heart. Hold Me in Your Heart. That's the song that Lola sings. And it was just incredible. It was literally just like actor spotlight and then just them. And it's just one of those moments when you're just like, that's right, that's all that song needs. It's just a person on stage and a spotlight. And that number was just, I was completely in awe. And then at the end, again, it's hard to do a review without spoiling it for people who haven't seen it. But yeah, so basically it is, I think the original film was kind of based on a true story. Don't quote me on that. But it's basically about a shoe factory, and it's kind of like a family business. And this guy's father, the guy who runs it, passes away, and so the factory's passed on to his son, who is trying to figure out how to get the place out of debt, realising that they're basically over making shoes that they're not selling, and kind of how to kind of get the business back. And one of the workers, Lauren, basically comes in and says, you know, other shoe companies now specialising in other shoes, why don't we do that? Trying to find a specialty to kind of keep us moving. But yes, so it basically goes into the thing of making specialty boots that can sustain the weight of a man. But yeah, it's just incredible. The music is incredible. I think, yeah, Cyndi Lauper music and lyrics. I was just looking completely at the wrong page. She wrote music and lyrics for Kinky Boots, and when my friend Jenny first saw her name in the programme, she was just like, why is Cyndi Lauper in here? And I was just like, yeah, I believe she had something to do with the music. So yeah, so Cyndi Lauper wrote the music and the lyrics for this show, and it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. So good, so funny. Couple of sad moments, but nothing that really made me cry. Well, except for that solo at the end where I was just like magic oozing out of everything. Yeah, it was just amazing and laugh out loud funny. Again, the bad points would have been the audience. Nothing the show. It's just the fact that where we were sat, we had a group of kind of kids next to us who kind of wouldn't shut up. There were 3 very straight-laced women sat right in front of us, while one of them was just like this. Where one of them was just like this, and they were all really tall. There were 3 tall women. Fortunately, it wasn't completely sold out, so me and my friend Jenny, we could move across slightly to seats where we could actually see. It was just like moving like one seat across so that we could get into the cab. But in the first half, these 3 women, they did not seem like they were enjoying it. I was almost expecting them to leave at the end of the first half, because, you know, while everybody else was clapping after the songs and stuff, they weren't doing anything. They were just sat, they weren't saying anything. Because it was like, this was me, there was a woman in front of me here, a woman there, and a woman there. The woman on this side, she was smiling, I could see her, and, you know, she wasn't seeming to be as straight-laced as the other 2. The one in the middle just was so still and not moving and not clapping anything, and I just thought, what? And then the woman here, she had like, I don't know what she was doing. I think she had a drink on the floor, and maybe she knew somebody in front of her or something, I don't know, but she kept doing like this and this and this, and I was just like, for God's sake, stop moving. And then there was a couple on the other side of the aisle seat, because this guy just, at the end of every single song, he just wouldn't shut up, he kept talking, and I think everybody was getting to the point where just like, shut up. I'll admit, the seats were quite squeaky tonight, so you could hear every single time somebody stood up to go to the loo. That was a little bit annoying. But the show itself was absolutely fantastic, and I would definitely want to see it again. We were sat at the back of you've got the circle, the next circle up, yeah, and then there's the balcony at the top, so it was the one underneath the balcony. I just got a notification on my phone and I was just like, what does that say? But yes, so Kinky Boots, go see it on tour. It was absolutely fantastic. The cast was incredible, and who knew that Paula Lane could sing? But yeah, it was really good. Definitely recommend it. Very funny. Some amazing singing. Very, very, very funny. Kinky Boots. That's all, folks. That's from me. That's Debbie Drama. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you like watching my videos, you can subscribe. Yeah, you can talk to me in the comments. And if you're watching this in bed and you need to get up in the morning, go to sleep. Go to sleep. And now I need to go to sleep because I'm at work in the morning. So good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.